Oh my god, that is such bullshit. Oh my fucking god. It's legitimately disheartening to make videos sometimes because what is and what isn't successful entirely depends on YouTube's algorithm and whether or not they recommend videos. Because if YouTube doesn't recommend a video, it doesn't get popular. Like, the only reason why 99% of you motherfuckers are here is because YouTube recommended that either beginner build guide or how to make money on crossout. If it wasn't for those two things, I would not be even remotely popular on this account. Because those two things alone are my best viewed videos, comprising approximately 76,000 views. And how many views do I have in total? Ooh, it won't tell me. I don't know, do I need to go to Social Blade for that? Will that give me a better number? Because I don't know how many views I have in total. Video views, 173,000, yes. So, 76,000 divided by 173,000. That is nearly 43% of all of my video views have come from 2 videos. And I've been on this platform for about 6 years on this account. Hey, what's up there, Gray? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so it's just completely weird. And like seeing, you know, like my newest video, it's just like it seems relevant to crossout. The event's about to end, so it should help out a lot of people, and a lot of people probably are searching for this. Except the video itself, like if you look at the actual analytics of it, it's basically not being recommended at all whatsoever. And the only way you could really find it is if you purposefully show my channel. So it's just amazing. Guess it'll just be the luck of the draw. Sometimes topics are just not as popular as you think they are, but whatever. It is what it is. And I mean, we're almost getting there to 1,000 subs, so we're doing alright. I am not too salty. I am not too salty. Could be worse. Alright. I'm thinking, should we actually... Where is it? I do want to make a nice, powerful humpback car, but I want to make it frontward facing, but I also don't want it to be like a reverse staircase build. It's like, I like this in theory, but I tried to operate it out of practice. It is cancer. So let's retire that thing. Good build, like it. I'm not gonna use it though. Hey, what's up, Yeet? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Is a Pilgrim a good cabin? It is a good cabin. It's a bit mixed though in its application. Sorry, Pilgrim. I don't understand why I was thinking about that. A Pilgrim is a decent cabin. Its tonnage and energy. It's a very good like mid-range cabin. It's a bit more difficult to build around just due to its size being a particularly large cabin, but it's relatively useful, and you could easily put it in the back of your build, and it'd be a great place to hide on top of your weapons. It's just dealing with that huge bulk is the big thing, and it can be a bit easier to kill if you're not too careful. But otherwise, I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's basically like a lighter version of the Jawbreaker, which is not too bad in itself. But I don't really mess around with special rarity stuff too much. I mostly deal with epic tier. So let's give this a good old Scouts try here. So let me take a look here. What would I have to do? God, I could make a really fucking odd car. I could make a T-shaped car, which I'm not even sure. How would that even, like... That drive would be so ungodly. You know what we could do? We could do a lowercase t build, not like a capital T base build. God, that'd be weird as hell. So what would be good then? I'd be putting like my cabin here. And then there would be a gun off to this side, a gun off in front of me, and then a gun off in back of me. God, that'd be a weird design. And I need to have a lot more frames for that too. Jesus. It's gonna look weird as hell. It could work though. It could work. It could work though. I'm just gonna need to put some frames down. Just then, ooh, I might need another frame up here too. Yeah, the issue is you can see already this car is going to be particularly large, which I'm not quite sure if I want. So I'm thinking about doing it again, make that over here and do something like that instead. Because you make it too large and it becomes cumbersome and unyielding, which is going to make it basically an instant kill. There we go. Try to reduce that weight quite a bit because these frames, while nice, are stupidly heavy. Let's see, that's 2 8s, that's 16. 6, 12. So 3 of these? Plus a 4. Alright, that should work. Yeah, so let's see if that'll work. It's gonna be a very, very fucking odd build. Because what we're gonna be essentially doing is something like so. Actually, that's right, this would be, I would like to do that. The issue is the humpback would completely obscure one of the gun angles. Fuck. If only this humpback wasn't so gargantuan. Because otherwise, the other thing I'm going to have to do then is do a forward-facing build, which I could do. It would just look ugly. Let's do that though. Let's try that first and see how that turns out. I'm doing it. I'm feeling like a building mood tonight. I feel like a building mood. And should we do it like an 8-frame design? Should we make it more of a narrow? We could do that. That basically means the humpback armor is going to be fairly minimal. It's been too long. In a way, my dude, in a way. I've just been lazy as fuck. Oh, that's right. Forgot humpback, you're going on the back this time, boy. There we go. Nice. And do we have those twin wheels? Yes, we do. What do you mean by... Well, I mean, he's just saying that, I mean, he's a regular, my dude. He's here all the time. That is until he forgets one of his account's names, and then he has to make a new one. Here, let's go ahead and... I wish this freaking upgrading thing didn't take a million times. It's like you gotta apply it individually. It's like, who designed the supply CK parameter? To be fair, I understand this CK thing was made prior to CKs being ubiquitous on every single item. So I guess there was a bit more ceremony applied to it. Here we go, though. Why not? The CK looks better than the traditional wheels. Plus, it's visually different. I'm a play COD. Alright. Get me some bass while you're out there. We need some fishes for some dip later. I don't want you to be tardy to the cookout. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and quickly fix this up. Because today we're going to be making a big, fat, freaking cock build. It's going to be the fattest cock on the block. I mean, the thing is, too, whenever I go with a humpback caucus build, it's always absurdly beefy. My caucus builds are always like 3,000 HP when I'm on humpback. Alright, I think that should be good. So then what I need from you... Search and destroy your team deathmatch. Yes, I haven't played Call of Duty in a hot second. I think the last Call of Duty game I ever played religiously was probably Black Ops 1 on the Xbox 360. And God, that was ages ago. Good mode. Honestly, I wouldn't mind playing it again too, to be honest. I actually wonder if I still have the COD on my PC. I think I remember letting my friend get on here once and playing it, but I'm pretty sure he got my account banned because he was wall hacking like a motherfucker. And he was kind of a piece of shit when it came to games like that. I'd say a big griefer, but damn, did he like his cheats? Wow. I think I may have an absurdly large vehicle here. And then you. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna have a big vehicle here. This is gonna be a real big vehicle. And I think this is the best way to flop this down here. Ooh. It might not be. I might do something like that. Hmm. I should have to flip that around. Oh, that's not good either then. I guess what we could do is then slap this on the bottom of the car. Because it seems like we're gonna have to do that. Because I can't keep it up here. Otherwise it'll fuck with too much of the building processes. Here we go. Alright. Slap you back there. Beautiful. You can see why a forward-facing humpback build, it's just not really viable. This thing is absurdly long. I'm using 6/8 frames. 6/8 frames. This thing is fucking huge. Oh my god. This thing is going to be absurdly heavy. Okay, I might as well do it like that, because at least then I can add redundancy. It's gonna be like driving in a stretched out limousine. Yeah, I guess I could bump that back one and then reduce that down to... Wait, fuck, can I reduce it down? Yeah, kind of. So like so. I could reduce it down like that. The issue is it wouldn't work out nicely. So then one forward, one back, one forward, one back. And that's just so we can get those extra fenders in there. Gotta give these thick boys just a little bit more armor. Because these things are actually super easy to strip off. Here we go. There we go. So then you'll be fine there. Ooh. Ah, fuck me in the ass. Why did I synchronize that up with the drop? Oh god. synchronized bass drop for the worst phrase possible. Or the best phrase possible. Alright, let's try this now. Will you work? Yeah, see, it's going to be a little bit of a thinner vehicle. There's not going to be a whole lot of, like, accessory armor on the sides. Oh, that's right, I got to move forward. And then like so. And then if I flop you around, will you be nice? Oh, yes. I feel like this one just needs to be one more lower. And then I need a little bit of armor on the back here. And then like so. There we go. So that's like nice and perfectly stacked. There we go. Front-facing humpback build. There's a reason why you don't see these out in the wild. This thing is gonna weigh a fucking ton and a half. This thing's gonna be freaking huge. It's gonna be huge. It'll be beautiful though. It'll be my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. And I flop you here. And then we have this nice small box here. Will you perfectly fit? Ooh, yeah. And then we can flop you up front. Ooh, or I could flop you in a relevant wide part. Like so. Nice. So it's all nice and armored up like that. Oh yeah, good shit. There's gonna be nothing back here, so that's fine. That'll just be puffed out. Or I could throw... No. No, that would... I can... At some point, what I could do, I could throw the Jenny radar back there and put fuel down here, but irrelevant to me. That's pretty good though. That means essentially firing from the back of me. All you're gonna do is get cabin shots off on me, which may or may not work. There we go. There's a reason in this life we call our own. Gotta stop. I've listened to this track 500 million fucking times. So good though. I should add more music to this at some point. It's like, I love this playlist, but I have maybe 100 tracks, or 15 tracks on this. Swap that on there. This is gonna be a very boxy build. This may be a bit excessively armored. Because if I build it like this thing is going to be some 4,000 HP. Box on box on box on box on box. Alright. Maybe a bit excessive. Maybe a bit excessive. I mean, especially considering the front engine bay is not going to be destroyed or anything like that. So what I could do... I'm going to need as many parts as I can get. So then something like this. Okay. Okay, okay. And then like so. And then what can I do to flush you to the side? Yeah, not really. Almost works. This is probably gonna get a bit angularly excessive. I'm actually curious, could I fit that in there? Like right in that sliver. Hey. I guess you can. Somehow works. Try to do a different, like, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, Minecraft, or create memes. You can still play crossout. I mean, I've played other games, my dude. I'm just not into those generic ones. I mean, I do like Minecraft. I mean, I haven't played that, though, in ages. I can't even access my old account, because the way you used to be able to do it was just your username and password. But that doesn't even work anymore. I need to have, like, the email or whatever associated with it, which I don't think I even have remotely enough access to. So that account lost forever. It's sad, because it's good account. Oh, damn, that's right. I actually may not even be able to use this, because the twin wheels I plan on using are going to be integrated. Here we go, let's try this. You wouldn't be the first one, though, to recommend Fortnite and Minecraft and all those other games. You'd be surprised how often I get comments to do those games. It's all the rage. But I mean, I don't blame people, though, who want to play that shenanigans. Looks pretty high energy, looks pretty ADD inducing. And I don't blame YouTubers who get into that hype train. The money I've seen some of these people potentially make off it is ridiculous. Basically gonna afford a fucking Ferrari every day. Alright. You can see just where a little bit of extra turning power there. It's just making it slightly too bulky. It's still pretty good though. Ain't too shabby. 2007, what about it? There we go. So I think I should be alright. And then we can just put some flat armor there across the top of it. Make it look nice and flush. And then take a gander here. There's potentially some armor pieces here that might be better. Ooh, we could do kind of like a design where we have like a walkway on the outside. Like it's so big, it's like a physical, I don't want to say manifestation, but it's literally like a Leviathan-esque creature. And this one maybe... Yes, like so. Then like so. Then like so. Okay, good. So let's try that. And then we upgrade it to small platforms. And maybe a large platform, because maybe back here there's like a balcony where they can toast and eat stuff on their giant monstrosity. Maybe it is so physically large. It actually does have a balcony. That actually would be kind of cool looking. Oh yeah. Like that. Okay. I just got hard looking at this build. This maze. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to quite look aesthetically pleasing. It's not going to be quite an art build. But I feel like when you're ever trying to make a build, there's so much more satisfaction in having a build that actually just looks like something you want. It's just 700% more appealing. And that is a verifiable, statistically proven fact. Do not even question me. I'm gonna need a way to hide it at some point. Could do that. Something a bit more flush. See, the APC doors are always just great for this. So then if I hook you up, and maybe something like that. Something just to hide the Jenny. Yeah, that's alright. That's right, I can't do that with that Jenny there. Alright, that's fine. Alright. So now it's just literally so big, it is like Leviathan. That's what we're trying to go for here. We want to make a mini Lev. Ooh, I actually wonder if that'll fit nice and flush to this. Ooh. Yeah. That's nice. It literally fits like pretty much perfectly flush. That's pretty good. Getting that consistently is hard. Alright, could we do the same back here? Not quite. We have to get rid of the large platform. And then do something like that instead. And then bring these out. I mean, it does look pretty legit though. That does look pretty legit. Thing's gonna be trucking huge. Ah, if only I had more parts limit. If only I had more parts limit. So I have to do things to ensure it. And do things like this. Flop in the sacrificial side doors. I'm liking it. Yeah, see, yeah. Got a few agreements about the badass nature. I thought so too. Ah, damn it, though. I'm almost gonna need like Leviathan level parts here. The issue is the second one's gonna need some. I could reduce those. Something a bit more durable. That would help out immensely. I mean, I guess I could just throw on armored hatches. They are 100 armor. Let's see, a lot of parts are actually have the exact same durability. I'm gonna try that. Because what I could do, instead of have those, swap down 2 of these, and then that. So it gives it a decent chunk more armor. This, let's reduce this down to a 6 frame. Give us some more weight to work with here. Yeah, because we actually are starting to come up to our weight limits now. This always ends up happening. I could throw in an engine, but I don't have enough space for an engine. I might. Yeah. That's what you do. You figure out creative ways to add an armor. Save yourself parts. And make your ride just a smidge faster. It only is going to add on 3 kilometers. Because this thing is already consuming an ungodly amount I think that's going to be it, though, for armor. Now it's going to be accessories. Like so. Just to make it a bit more flesh. I was to add on a lot to make that railing complete. And it's also going to need some bumpers. So to go the El Cheapo route. That one's not going to be enough. We're going to need that sticking out just a tad bit more. Do like a nice flat military looking one. Alright. So we just need... That's actually good that it's out a little bit further. Because we do need the extra space there. There we go. That I can work with. Let's get this little exhaust port to make it look like an official vehicle. There we go. So just little things to make it look official. Little shovel there. Because I gotta work in, man. Little cold storage for blueprints and parts. You know, little things like that. In fact, you know what? He's working. They got gasoline. They got the whole kit and caboodle back there. We got the little exhaust port for the caucuses. Generate a lot of heat. Not too shabby. And of course, we're gonna need our little travel bags just for when we're on the road. There we go. It's a big old heavy vehicle. It's a beaut. Dun 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 dun. Downside, bumper's a bit odd here. I need something that's just too high, but nice and beefy. Could do something like this. Okay, does this look better? Not really. But it works. It lifts up the platform. If energy weapons, they try to take two. If you have energy weapons, then try to, and they take 100 to 110 damage around there. They are powerful. What energy weapons are you referring to? I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh, also, is the chat's not appearing on screen? Well, it should be. Hopefully that's not broken. Let me take a look here. Let me interact. Interesting. Interesting. Is it broken? Yeah, because it would have shown up by now. Interesting. Let me take a look. 1 second, people. Bounty page. And then, is this the login? Look at that, they made a whole new fancy UI. We need to go by. Alright, well thank you, Ulysses. You take care, my dude. Oh, wow. I just need to get to my moderation page. Holy shit. They changed the whole thing? Ah, here we go. There's social accounts, view request, eventlet. No, I literally just need overlay test buttons. No. Fuck. Do they... Interesting. Interesting. Oh, that's right, because I don't... God, I'm on crack. I'm on the wrong... Gotta trust me, I'm a professional streamer here. I went to the wrong chat page. That's right, because I don't manage my chat. That's, or Streamio. Let's scheduler. Chats. Open then browser. Okay, so all of them are connected. Embedded stream. It's not the 8-bit one. Oh wow, they even have... Oh no. Oh no, that's World of Tanks, not WoW. Yeah, that guy could use. Copy that. Yes, and then paste it in there. There we go. Testing. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so now your chats will appear, well, in the chat section. Look at that. So beautiful. Such a function that I've had since 2014 that I completely nearly miss when it's not there. Yeah, so the downside of this car is that the frames are still exposed, but downside is that I can't really fix that because I don't have enough freaking parts. So like the only way I can do that is by doing that, but the complete removal of texture kind of removes that illusion to it as well. So I'm gonna have to kind of do that. But let's see, how much HP do we have? 2.4k. And then I can throw in Hans, which then bumps it up to 2.5. Nice. Hey, what's up there, Yeetus? Welcome back. Okay. Bit of a monstrosity, but I think it works out kind of nicely. We got radar on here. We got a hot rod engine. We got redundant wheels of the yin yang. It's like legitimately... It's like a mini Leviathan. Imagine if a whole enemy team had this. I'd bash my head in. It's like, oh, you fuckers are all gonna be caucus tanks? Oh, you know what I could do? I could purchase the battle pass and then get myself my Nova cabin, which the Nova cabin actually does have some pretty decent stats. Sure, it hauls about 5,000 less pounds, but damn, is it good. It weighs a lot though, 2,000 pounds. How much does this thing weigh? Okay, so it has 5,000 less tonnage, or 5,000 less mass limit, but it weighs 2,000 pounds less. So in actuality, I only lose 3,000. Not too shabby. Not to mention, because of that, I also get the ability to block shots from the front, which actually might make me considerably tankier. I don't know. We'll have to give that a try. Let's see. Fuck, let's get more electronics. Dun 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 dun. You see the reverse humpback design? Having the guns out forward? Does actually kind of work. It's not quite as flush, but it's still pretty decent. Oh wow, you can actually climb pretty steep hills. Not too shabby. See, I don't mind this. The only other way I could really make this better is maybe I guess I could throw on Bigfoots, which would allow me to use less wheels, consume less power, and haul more. But I really don't need that. Let's just see how survivable this thing is. It's not the beefiest thing I've made. You can make this much, much beefier. Just keep going, just keep going. That's where bows. Oh, alright. He's feeling the shotgun ram. Oh, you know what we could do too? Once we get the cohort cabin, I'll be able to actually make this thing even beefier. Oh, that's nice. I guess what I could also do too, I could also get rid of this radar and throw in a Colossus too with that cohort. So I have 24,000 pounds plus an extra 4,000, I think. So you could have a lot. If only the cohort cabin had good fusions. If only the cohort cabin had good fusions. Like if it had like reduced weight and increase mass capacity, that'd be amazing. But as it stands, they just give it like the shittiest stats possible. I love how even when they're trying to like give you a fused cabin, they give you all these fused stats that are absolute shit. That legitimately do not help you out in any way, shape, or form. It's like, ooh, an extra 60 durability on my cabin. So useful. Alright. Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Jan. Life without worry. Issue game early. Alright, so it's not really a good test of durability, because they seem to be killing the cars effectively. And it's looking like the cars are no longer getting themselves. The kids must be grateful. What? Is he just getting salty that someone pushed him? I mean, not my fucking fault you died 2 minutes into a raid. I mean, your car looks like a fucking clown car. What do you expect? But literally every other car here is completely intact. Look at maybe you, man. You gotta search deeper inside to figure out what's wrong. I can see this working. Plus the extra accessories are always nice. You get that extra EXP. You know it's gonna be odd though? Eventually I'm gonna be exalted with all the factions. So getting the extra EXP actually might not be relevant for me for much longer. Because I think the fire starters is the last faction I actually need prestige on. Or not prestige, just at level 15 with. I mean besides like the founders, but I can't really fix that. Unless they actually decide to make more founders weapons, which I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to. I mean, I doubt they're just going to let founders rot in the back burner. They're eventually going to want to bring that back. I know them. I know them. You are brain dead. Oh yeah, please give me that extra damage bonus. Make me powerful. Oh yeah, 25%. And it's funny, my car barely took any damage from that too. I still got 2,000 HP left. Just a little bit of that frontal armor. I say, holy shit. we're on the hardest mission possible, and we are barely fighting. It has been mostly standing around. They made these missions super easy. Like, I don't mind having hard missions, because at least then it's more entertaining. But then the issue then becomes, if you don't have perfect success rate in this, you basically start losing money. Maybe you just need to have like different multipliers on there that can maybe affect the money that you acquire. Like, oh, you have different map multipliers that can either make the enemies explosive or deal extra flame damage, or you have a weather condition that may adversely affect your mobility slash resilience. Like, that would be interesting to see. I mean, there's probably an in-game or an engine limitation for this, because whatever the engine they're using for this game appears to be running on potato juice. Oh hey, they respawned. The puppet tank is got this. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Fucking hurt me. I know you want to. Do I still have all my wheels? I still do, wow. You know what I could do to also make myself a little bit more beefy? If I mean, I have the extra capital. I just don't know if I want to use it on making caucuses, just so I can fuse them. I mean, if I can have 4 fused caucuses, ooh. If I can get extra durability, reduced weight, oh my god. That's even like an extra 1,000 pounds. You have like an extra 30 durability to these weapons. I mean, ooh, you can make a beefy son of a gun. And it'd definitely be much more impactful at the larger durabilities. Hurt me, all you like. You, ooh shit, they took off one of my guns. That's what I was worried about. Alright. It's not too bad. But yeah, we figured it out. The armor in between is not terribly beefy. Okay. And so if I try that, there we go. So now, extra armor. You know, honestly, I don't need the engine. It's not too much more extra power, plus I'm going to get the ability to roam faster, which is always going to be better. Alright. Let's give it a gander out in actual trials and tribulations. Are we back on weeklies? Yes, we are. So what do I gotta do? I gotta do wires, batteries. Ready to get the scrap, and might as well go quickly do the awakening missions. So not too shabby. What's up, my dude? So the issue is, dude, you will not be able to stop me. I have more than enough tonnage to drag you in like 7 other cars with me. I see. I never understood. I guess I didn't understand, but I guess if you don't know, recently I did break my hand. It was just a minor injury. You know, I broke the big part of your pinky, and then I broke one of my metacarpals. So required a fairly standard pinning procedure. You know, shit that is standard, non-complicated, completely like basic shit. Sorry about that. So pretty basic shit. Pretty basic surgery, you know. get in there, quick referral. I'm like, oh, yep, this is the issue. Okay, great. I go in, get the surgery, and the thing is, the surgeries, they did this in a fucking weird and bizarre way. So I went to the emergency room because I just wanted to make sure, okay, is my vasculature intact? Is my pinky going to be fine? Okay, great. That's all settled down. That was a $700 visit, which is strange because all they did was two x-rays and some lidocaine and set my pinky incorrectly. Like, literally, completely incorrectly. So they had to put an actual cast on it at the actual bone doctors. So that was $700. Went to the doctors, $140 every time I see the doctor, so expensive. They charged me for every cast, every x-ray. So every visit became like $300, $400 with the x-ray and the other miscellaneous shit they tacked on. Each surgery was like $1,000 plus, and I had 2 surgeries. So I think in grand total, like, I'm approaching $6,000-$7,000 on this whole shit. And it's probably because of just like how fucking inefficient all this shit is. Like, I follow this doctor around to his various surgery centers that he's like contracted at, and then like every other aspect of the surgery center is also contracted. So like the radiologist contracted, the anesthesiologist contracted, the PA, the physician's assistant, also contracted. So it's like 700 fucking people contracted for this one ass procedure. So like there's like this building of the surgery center that manages intake and outtake, and provides you the rooms, and you pay them out of pocket individually, and insurance doesn't really do shit there because of deductible or bullshit like that. So I mean, just why isn't there just like a single solution that handles all the building? Like, why does my insurance have to deal with 7 different companies, and I'm receiving like 7 bills here? Like, I've received a bill from every single fucking person. Like, it's just so much shit. Like, why am I dealing with so many individual small things? Like, sure, the bills like from all these other small contractors may not be much, but like, you are contracted by the surgery center and I paid them. Why isn't the surgery center paying you? Or what every other centers are paying you? Like, why do I individually as a client have to pay for you? Like, it is so asinine and over bloating. Like, there shouldn't be this many cogs in little minor mechanisms within a single procedure. Like, my brain, like, I try to, I guess I shouldn't say this, I'm not like the most perfectly efficient person in the world, but I try to like do things that are generally considered reasonable that would, you know, optimize my life in a little bit of way, and I try to reduce my waste, you know, at least in a conscious effort to some degree. And just seeing like this shit that is such a blatant, just like gargantuan oversaturation, just, it blows my fucking mind. It blows my like, how can a business like that run with such glaring inefficiencies? And it's because it's completely inelastic. If you don't know, in economics, there's a kind of a thing in demands and supply theory called inelastic demand, and it's a very rare thing, and very few businesses are actually considered inelastic due to just the nature they are. Like, most businesses, if you increase the price or reduce the supply, demand fluctuates accordingly, but not Medicare, not healthcare. But this shit stays steady regardless. Not to mention that due to the nature of healthcare, it's also time sensitive a lot of the time. Like, I can't fuck around, learn the ins and out of the healthcare industry to figure out what's the best place for my surgery, because if I don't do the surgery early, guess what? My hand sets incorrectly, and then look at that. I can either lose my pinky due to lack of circulation, I get nerve damage, or like a variety of complications that are equally unpleasant. So I just have to take whatever the fuck they give me, and whatever they give me is like super fucking expensive. Well, I can't do shit about that. So these industries are allowed to be as exploitative as humanly possible. It is just absolutely hilarious. It's one of the few excesses of capital where it's just like everyone can agree is bullshit, but for whatever reason nothing gets done about it. I mean, we could just copy whatever the fuck like the UK and every other country does with a shit ton of money. Oh, it won't work in America because it's too fucking expensive. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. We're the country that spends hundreds of billions of dollars on R&D for various military projects that never see the day of light. And it's too expensive for us? Right. Right. I'm pretty sure we have a habit of blowing so much money we make countries go bankrupt. Like, didn't we spend so much money on the military that the USSR tried to keep up, which unfortunately plunged them into economic ruin and eventually caused their country to collapse? Like, wasn't that like a whole big thing with them? It's like, I wasn't certain. Fix this shit out. I don't know. That's just that thing that just pissed me off about the whole thing. Nearly $7 fucking grand to fix my hand. And the thing is, too, that doesn't even include physiotherapy. I guarantee if I did physiotherapy, that'd probably be like another $200, $300 per visit, and I'd have to do it like once or twice. It's like, no, I'd rather not spend nearly another $1,000 just to get like basic ass education that I could find on YouTube. Actually, no, I probably should check that. Could I find education on hand exercises? I probably could. Fuck out of here, you nerds. Many fat Leviathan walking his cock right through. Can't stop me. Beautiful. Lloyd should have taken. Hey, beautiful. Gracias, mi amigo. Nice. I'm gonna say extra 50 coins. Brawls. Fuck. We want to do that right now. How many times do we have to do it? Take a prize place in Brawls 3 times. Okay. I might as well do it now because... oh, fuck, get me out here. I don't care about this mode. You're not paying thousands of dollars for education. You're spending $1,000 for a certificate that says you're educated. Not any better, though. I mean, at least a certificate can at least give you some type of education. But, like, it's overvalued to an nth degree. Like, the majority of businesses that operate today that say they require a college education, like a bachelor's or higher, the vast majority of them can be operated with maybe a few introductory classes on like their subject field, and maybe just some basics on like how to do essay writing and how to do research and shit like that. If you don't know how to do that, your high school fucking sucked. But just get basic cursory shit like that, like maybe a year or 2 of education, and you'd be completely fine. Or maybe just get on-site training for whatever job you need, and that would probably be just as good. Like, the high education that a lot of jobs require is completely unnecessary. Like, unless you're doing high-level research or you're in high management positions where understanding the fundamentals of an industry is maybe necessary to make proper decisions. But if you're just a lackey that carries out day-to-day operations for industry that is slightly advanced, like, having a 4-year degree is absolutely fucking unnecessary, especially with all the bloat they have in degrees. Like, the amount of unnecessary shit you need in degrees is hilarious to me. Like, why do people need 2-3 years of English, or of math, or of chemistry, or what the fuck ever, when your industry hardly uses that? Like, unless you are going to be a high-level researcher, you are not going to need any of that shit. Ever. 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 I'm not sure if it's changed, but... it's so... like, it's so hilariously inefficient as someone who likes to think about efficiencies all the damn time. Like, I'll walk into a grocery store and I'll be like, why are you wasting all of this energy, you know... like, why are you wasting all this energy keeping vegetables cold in an open-air refrigerator? Like, put a door on that motherfucker, on all of these little open-air refrigerators here, and you'd be saving you know, multiple thousands of dollars a year just in energy bills. I don't know why. It's gonna make my blood boil. I just want to sit here and make bids on YouTube and discs and shit. You know, actually, I might be doing another carpentry project, so after my 1,000 sub special goes up, I might be making another one. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if that turns out well. What was I gonna do? Big Black Scorpion, that's right. I want to sit here and make my blood boil and play this game. Nothing makes me angrier than playing this mode. Oh. Ooh. Oh, and also, I don't know if any of you use this, but I use my hotspot a lot when I'm on the go. And the fact that major ISPs throttle the shit out of your speeds, best thing you can do, get a VPN and invest in that, and oh my god, your hotspots no longer throttled. It is amazing. Sure, it adds latency to my connection, but being able to use my hotspot actually successfully now, oh, it's a godsend. I can actually use it. It's amazing. Whoops, I completely... was my mic muted for a long time? Was my mic muted for a long time? Did I accidentally hit that and not realize it? That could be a distinct possibility. I love how our first place fucking 10 scrap. Why do they have to nerf it that hard? That used to be 120 scrap per mission, guaranteed. Down to 10. I do believe you were muted. Thank you. Thank you. Your input has been noted. Oh god, I have so many wheels. I should sell these. Is it worth selling still? Let me take a gander. Crossout, I get this. So the Firestars Founders crafting. Oh, someone must have bought out all the stickers. Because look at that crafting margin. 760 coins right now. No one's ever going to buy a sticker at that much, but I appreciate his grind. Man up. Ship STs are still worth it, even at this price point. Cool. So I'll go ahead and sell 4 then. So, 59.76. There we go. Yes, my dudes. Let's see. And we do have a couple of Bigfoots here we could sell too. Are those still worth it? Yep, we got another 12 bucks for those too. Budapest. And it's at 216. And it has gone up a bit since then too, so good. So 221.87. Let's try that. Oh, and they put one of my wheels randomly on. Cool, thanks. I'm not sure why, but I'll take it. Alright, so 2 more of these modes. It's so great though to be like Scorpions, because in order for you to get into the prize pool, you have to be in the top 4. Much easier to do, especially when there's like, what, 10 people in the entire match? So 40% of you are guaranteed to be quote-unquote winners. Super easy to do any of those missions. Basically every other mode's kind of pointless. Ooh, and we'll get both done at the exact same time. So we'll be able to get to level 70. Oh yeah. We get the final large armor piece carrier. Honestly, parts like this I'm not terribly big fond of. That could be good for side piecing though. This could be good for any side piece. And so close to level 75. Just one more week and we're done. I mean, we could have been done earlier if we did a bunch of daily missions since day 1, but that required me to grind it. Get fucked. Oh, fuck. I was gonna try to jump. But for some reason, my shift key did not work. That was not a good time to have an itchy nose. Fuck. Ooh, keep moving. And of course, my car is just like, nope. Oh, of course. And there's a weird thing about these cars is they have really inconsistent, how should I say, flipping. Like, sometimes you'll flip, and it'll be perfectly fine. But then sometimes you'll flip, and it won't even, like, do the most basic flip whatsoever. Like, sometimes it flips 7 times. Sure, why not? Oh. 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 I'd be pissed if I was him. It's just like, seriously, this dude fucking popped an ollie right in front of me. I call poppycock. Oh, that's some horse shit. Ooh, damn, son. Fuck. Again, too small of a map. Because they're just spawning in each other's faces now. Legitimately. Oof. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us, garbage. Sometimes our performance is lacking. Oh, bullshit. My latency's not high, too. Hey, I got an assist. I feel special. And also, it's kind of nice, too, is that sometimes people quit. What? Bullshit. That should have went right through your heart. You craven. Oh, good. Distracting each other, I see. Hello there, trees. I'm in danger. Hey, as long as I'm in the top floor, I don't give a shit. Legitimately spawning behind each other. Oh! Legitimately? He phased into existence before I could even spot him. Ooh. Stop yourself. Such control, young Padawan. Oh, but you're dead. Oh, he fucked up too. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, you bastard. He messed up and I was about to capitalize on it. But you just had to go and cut off my balls. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such bad manners. Where everyone at? This is a tiny ass map. We should not be having issues finding each other. Unless everyone's left. Which is a distinct possibility. Fuck. Get out of here. Hey, I was about to shoot him again too. I wonder if that would put me in first place. No, that wouldn't have, but still pretty good. And then one more mission, and I get all that 6,000 XP. Gotta do a tad bit more crafting, and that'll put me up to 71. I think, right? Yeah, good. Look, I'm almost done with fucking the entire week's challenges within a 2-hour period. It is stupidly easy to get this. Oh my god, this is a terrible map for this. The amount of drop points here, and the amount of shitty spawn points. This is a terrible map to be. Because it is so easy to have everyone jump on you. Like so. Ooh, good shot. Oh, did he fall off? I think he did fall off. None of your freestyling bullshit here. Ah. Oh, good, my doom. You're spawning next to each other. Fuck out of here with that. What? We will take each other's life there, Mudfrog. Join the Zero Revolution. Damn, see? Right in front of me. Yeah, I feel bad for you, dude. Because he legitimately is unaware of his surroundings. Because he just spawned in. So he just makes it a prime target. Get fucked. Oh shit. And say, if I landed on my wheels there, I would have been able to turn and I might have gotten him. because it do just a little bit more of his aiming. Alright, so ooh. I see you in front of me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get out of here, handmust. Ooh, dude behind me. Not anymore. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Oh. Oh. That is some bullshit. What's up, Rocket? Hey, everyone, welcome back. Getting stuck in random objects. It's good though. Everyone here in Big Black Scorpion is kind of like semi-good at it. So it is quite competitive. Oh, it's not good. Actually, it might be better. Because the outer ring is death circle. Inner ring no one gives a shit about. Who spawns where? We don't know. Do you die? Yes. Oh, you turned. Motherfucker. Fire and war. Ooh, ooh. Come never. Come and look upon the heart. Upon the heart. Ooh. Lay down your weapon. It is not too late for my mercy. Ooh, ooh. Come and look upon the heart. Upon the heart. Ooh, ooh, ooh. God, how can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? You sweet never. Ooh, shit, shoot me from behind? There's some bullshit. Where's that at? Oh, hey. Oh. Hey, I'll take that. And I think that's the last one I have to do. Perfect. Technically, I won the last two modes. Oh, it may not count because of the fact that it's like not first place. I might need to be first place in order for that to count. Alright. Let's go take out the mini Leviathan and see what happens. Oh hey, there's a friend hiding in the background. Where are you going, friend? I need money. Let me bully you real quickly. There you go. I'll say, I'm not quite sure if I've seen that person online in like 100 days. But alright. Ooh, clan battle too. One kind of like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but there is like a secondary benefit to having a nice little radar on your cabin. Besides like your allies knowing where everything is, the AI is, I don't want to say much more intelligent, but they will seek out enemies that are behind cover. So they actually will like go behind a rock and attack somebody, even if they don't have direct line of sight at the time. So it actually does make the AI perform slightly better than AI that doesn't have that. Which is a weird little thing you notice. It's just like, my ally didn't completely just ignore somebody. I get my brain itching there. How can they use that to their benefit? So I do want to try that Nova build. Nova. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, he's gone. Nova Aegis build with 3 caucuses. Because I just want to see how much bullshit that would be. Because it sounds like that would have been a lot of bullshit. Just do more damage to me. Cool. You're attacking the one dude who is not a threat to you. Keep attacking my cabin. I don't give a shit. I got fucking 3,000 HP, and you just made me really, really do a lot of damage. And gone. I'll take it. You see, not too bad. Triple caucuses. I'm actually curious. What would be... Let me go ahead and save that real quick. What would be the benefit? Upgrade caucuses. So I can either target lock speed, actually would be nice. Range of fire. So what does that mean? So like, would this thing be able to lock on at 15% extra distance, which is a lot? Like, that would be a massive distance increase. Minus 17% mass would be nice. And these two should not be in here, because I've had like moderators and admins tell me before that improving the cooling and overheating rate on a machine gun doesn't do shit, because the AI is not intelligent enough to actually properly utilize it. So why it's on here is beyond me, but everything else on here is useful. It's probably because they just couldn't have the damage perk be the only one. If that was the case, so like the best one here would be damage, range of fire, and reduced mass or extra durability. So like pretty dang good overall. Because, let me take a look at those stats. An extra 10% durability, that's another 34 HP, not too shabby. Minus 17% mass is actually a couple hundred kilograms off, and 15% range. Ooh, that'd be good. And the extra damage is always nice too. But then you multiply that by like 3 or 4 guns, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Plus a reduction of weight. If you had 4 caucuses with all that minus 17% weight, that'd be some 1,000 pounds nearly, which can translate into a lot of HP. That can be like another 500 HP for your cabin, which when you're dealing with a Nova or a Spider cabin, that could be a lot. That could be a lot. So it's not too bad so far. Not too bad. I say needs more wheels. But maybe I just need to make a Leviathan version of this at some point. Like, maybe I just need to make a super fucking long limousine. And it just has, like, 17 caucuses on it. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just, if I ever get my big break, I'll just use, like, $1,000, buy a bunch of money, buy a shit ton of caucuses, fuse them all, and then make one gargantuan Leviathan of, I don't even know, just an unholy amalgamation. Oop. You may need some assistance. Oh, it looks like an AI, to be honest. No, it isn't. Oh, it's funny. You can see his little cones through the fog of war. I mean, that's fine if he does it like that. Unless it died like that for free. Oh, cute. You know, it's fine. You can attack my cabin, give me an extra 24% damage, while also on fire. You're just gonna make me hurt better. Oh, and you're a brittle little hover too. Alright, these dudes did not come in fast enough. And there's 4 of them here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, range of fire, target locker, decent. Cooling in the heater, 100% useless. Yeah, I'm not even sure why they have it. I mean, the thing is, the only time those things ever come in advantage is when the AI glitches out and the AI just continuously fires the caucuses. But it seems they actually fixed that issue, so it no longer benefits from that, actually. I'm assuming this is like the standard shit from like every machine gun, so that's why they just included it there. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised. The Q&A and quality assurance on a lot of their changes is a level 70 hot damn. The quality assurance on a lot of their stuff is not ideal. Look at that. Look at that. Next week, we get all this shit. We get all of it. Oh yeah. We get the cohort. That's pretty much exclusive what I want is the cohort. I don't care about anything else. And look at that. Self-destruct damage, extra power when you already have maximum power. And then 10% durability. Love it. It's probably not actually maximum power. That you probably actually do gain a bonus power on that. But in order for you to actually really benefit from bonus power, you have to have either a shit ton of tracks or a shit ton of wheels to even remotely use that. And even then, that's like... I don't even think that would be remotely useful. I think maybe a Leviathan might be able to use that. But that's only because you're going to have like 20 wheels on a Leviathan. And, you know, 1,700 weapons. So that makes sense, but every other application, no idea. Actually seeing a Leviathan that has the 50% power increase, like that little small medium cab, plus a shit ton of drones that gives you an extra damage resistance. Ooh. Seeing those back when the grenade launchers were super scary. That was some tough stuff. Alright, well, we'll see where all of them are hiding. Got some incinerators. Cute. Ooh. There's a little MG build. I mean, he's not gonna be able to do a whole lot of damage from here. Ooh. Excuse me. Just keep moving that around. And he's gonna do that. There we go, just keep peeling through his armor. He's not gonna be too much stronger. And I'll say, he did about the appropriate strategy for a Goliath build. Just go forward and hopefully try not to die. Sounds about right. Just keep moving at this point. We got the swarm advantage. Might as well take him out too. And go for the weakless links. He's already fucked. Swarm advantage home. I'm not even sure what the fuck you are. Ah, yes. He must be the dude that bought a pack and thought he was cool as shit, and then gets his poop kicked in. Sorry, my dude. He must have bought a aspects or something, because I'm not sure how the hell he got up here. Although we are facing 7-3s here, so there's 1,000 power score difference. Only downside of this build, a bit slow. That's not too bad though. 74 is usable. It's not like an ML200 where you're like 60, 40 kilometers an hour. Those are legitimately useless speeds. Which is probably the reason why I even want to use big rams. I would like using big rams though. It's just the issue is the wedging. Oh no. Oh hey, they actually took off a wheel. Amazing. NIST have accepted a bug report on it. They are aware coolers and radiation cooling upgrades only affect the cooldown animation on the weapon icon. Yeah, I'll say, I had it explained to me prior, and it was basically that caucuses fire at a completely fixed rate. Like, they just go on a cycle similar to having a macro. So, like, the AI is not intelligent enough to pick up on the fact that it's like, oh, I have this extra cooling capacity here. I should utilize it and fire for longer burst durations, but no, it's just kind of like they have the macro setup, so it does stop to reduce the spread, stop to reduce the spread and reduce cooldown, stop, reduce cooldown and spread again. And it's just like on a complete fixed wheel that is not fixed at all. Which, I mean, I get. It probably like simplifies their overhead and work on that shit, but that's some basic bitch work there. I make macros like that for keybinds in this game all the damn time. Of course, macros are not officially allowed, but That was only back when Synthesis and, oh god, what is that weapon from that $60 pack? It's like Cash or something. I can't remember its name for the life of me. I think it's the adapter? I think that's what it is. I'm getting a PS4 or computer. I'm on computer, my dude. Ooh, big Rams here. Some dude flaunting his cash. Cool, what is that? Some type of autocannon. Ooh. Yeah, this dude ain't looking like he's gonna have a healthy time here. They see you. Punish. Oh, it's just AI. Another one's coming by too. Take him. Sodomize. Yeah. Appreciate it. Oh, so you're going for my cabin. Here, push him out. Yeah, this is some bullshit. I weigh more than his entire cabin capacity combined twice over. The fact he can still push me. Did they completely remove those wedge nerfs? Because I thought it was supposed to be an impossibility that a light car could balance you on its head. Because that car, I'm pretty sure, only has the weight capacity for 1,300 pounds? 1,200 pounds? Without an engine? And without other shit? So the fact it can pick me up, and I weigh 18 tons? 18 metric tons? Like, if he were to attempt that in real life, you would instantly die. I mean, for one, of course having the generator explode on you and setting you on fire is one thing. But just running into an object that is about 6 tons heavier, you'd go from 60 kilometers an hour to 0 and give yourself whiplash. Okay, back. Well, welcome back there, Ulysses. Welcome. Also, just for all of you who don't know, I'm currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so feel free to follow whatever platform is your favorite. However, I will say Twitch does have a loyalty system built right in, so get a hold of that. Plus, it has an RPG system built into chat that you can utilize at any point in time, so feel free to have fun with that too. Oh, I see some dude shitting out futons. Sorry, fortunes. I'm not even sure why futons. Please do not throw couches at me. I can feel the power of this thing. Try to get 2 syntheses. Oh, is that what you're saying about? I mean, those are alright weapons. I'm not terribly fiending for syntheses right now. Are they decent weapons? And I have, I think, 3 of them. Oh, cute. That's... I'd be salty about that. There you go. Come on, just keep going. You need to perish. There we go. Thank you. And you don't need weapons either, so you can just come with me. You're lucky you took out most of my steering wheels. And I'm just dragging ass to him. Bye-bye. Wow, I'm on 5 kills. What the hell? Carrying these fools. And I still have my radar too. Hell yeah. 6 kills. And it's fixed, range of fire. Which is fine. The whip is in a great spot now, but not having viable upgrades, heat cooling, and also firing spread needs to be fixed at the proper upgrades. That is true, and that is a big thing I hope to fix. That, I hope they'd actually add something that you can add to modify the power of a caucus. Like something that just like, oh, automatic weapons with this, or it's like a upgrade module that you can slap onto your car that makes automatically firing weapons like drones and whatnot have this set of power, and then automatic fire weapons this set of power. I feel like that would be interesting. I feel like that could be somewhat viable. Mix them together and you'll make a powerful both of them. Unlikely, synthesis and caucuses have completely different firing angles, not to mention that synthesis are built like way different than a caucus. I mean, they're just not even remotely in the same league. They haven't implemented the wedge nurse yet. That's what I'm assuming, because it didn't feel like it at all. They were still able to have me spin top. Like, I fucking hate wedges. It is a bane against this game. And it basically is the sole reason why track builds are not viable. Wow, level 94. That is ridiculous. But I can see that being possible. You can gain about half a level a day through daily quests. So it could make sense if someone was religiously playing this game to get that high. Which weapon do you enjoy playing the most? It's hard to say, because the thing is that I actually haven't had experience with most of the weapons. Like, I haven't had a single relic. I've played maybe with 1 or 2 legendary weapons, and I've played with most of the epics. So my experience with a lot of the weapons in this game is actually fairly limited, so... But I do play caucuses a absolute shit ton. For absolutely no reason. They're a god-awful weapon. I mean, I should say god-awful, but... they can be... there is other avenues you could go and be much more successful, at least more routinely. Yeah. There we go. Interesting. You should be running out of juice at some point. You're lucky my rest of my team is kind of useless and faffing around the backdrop. But I guess I'll just waste your time in the meantime. I said they need to implement those wedge nurse. Look at that, he's got a core too, cute. I mean, I could try to pull up my 8k cord build, but let's not. Ooh, you know what? That might actually be good with the Nova, or the Terrarium, and a Apollo generator. Shit ton of cords. It could actually be decently powerful. Cute, my dude. What's that second one for? Oh, to make you invisible. Okay. I was wondering what that was. There you go. Burst fire. That machine gun away. I say he might try to kill you with the boar cabin. Just slowly kill him. Nice. It did alright. Not too shabby. Especially for a build that's not hyper optimized for caucuses. Because the thing is that caucuses at this high of a power score are not really terribly viable. Especially when you have a Jenny on you too, which just makes you just a tad bit more brittle. But at least I'm not bringing out like that 12k caucus build. Like my 12k caucus builds are always like jokes too. Making a legit good 12k caucus build. Not terribly easy. That the thing is that when you're dealing with vehicles that have 3,000-4,000 HP, it's just impossible to make a good caucus build, because regardless of what happens, you're still gonna get fucking dunked. What do you think of the autocannons, especially at lower levels? Autocannons can actually be a great weapon, especially if you're a bit more of a scaredy cat fight. So if you needed like super long range weapons that you can hit fire really easily, they're very forgiving and they're super high damage too, especially if you get something like a harpy cabin, which is a bit more expensive. So you can do a lot of damage with them. Especially if you ever upgrade to like a whirlwind or anything like that. But rapiers, I mean, they've been buffed so many times. Track builds, not viable. Blasphemy, maybe not in Clan Wars, but everything else tracks. Ate the bomb, diggity. I mean, my dude. Make sure, if any of you are watching on YouTube, by the way, make sure you are on the live segment, because you may be talking to a version of me that's like 10 minutes old. So make sure it's like all the way live to get like the most up to date. I say they need to make that more apparent sometimes. Well, to be fair, when anyone's streaming, I also tend to watch their streams at like ×2 speed anyway, just to get their commentary faster. Alright, looking a bit deadly, but left side's looking open. Open for attack. How many tracks? I mean, they're somewhat great. I do like the tracks, though, just because you can get a lot of tonnage, a lot of damage resistance from melee, while also being decently beefy. Keep going. My chunkin' thing. Climbing these hills. Ooh, that's gotta be rough. Oh no, what's going on here? Hey, I fell off correctly. Hey, don't run away from me, pussy. Come here. Feel my raging guts. Oh, that's unfortunate for you, my dude. Would you like to feel what it feels like to perish? Feel our mighty Lord Okran. Oh, yeah. And stripped accidentally. Ooh, and my gun's still viable. And I say, I'm not sure why a cannon build is brawling with me. Cannon builds are not supposed to brawl. At least not like that. What ends up happening is that you do that thing where you die. There we go. Get fucked. Ooh, took out 5 people. Am I crazy, or is a normal team color blue and crossout? It is. I changed mine to be Christmas themed. So everything is red and green. I haven't changed it back from Christmas. It has been a hot second since I've been in crossout. Yeah, so I feel bad for this dude. Imagine... Ooh. Just the unfortunate... Look at that. I fucking wedged a track build. I wedged a track build, and I am the least, like, sloped shape you can design. My front end is a square, and I still fucking... Oh. I'd be so ungodly salty if I was him. I'd be so salty if I was him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get him, and denied. Delicious. All the same. And I want to thank you all who are subscribing on YouTube as well. I don't have notifications set up quite yet, so that notifications appear for subscriptions on YouTube. But I do want to thank you guys nonetheless, too. It's very kind of you. And we're almost reaching 1,000 on YouTube. So we are super fucking close to reaching 1,000 again on YouTube. It's really nice. I feel like that's yeah, that's my first channel. It's reached 1,000, and I've been making content since... Ooh, God, how long have I been making content on YouTube? I mean, I've been very inconsistent in my upload schedule. I mean, I wouldn't even compare it to like a daily uploader for a year. But I've been making content for, oh God, 6 years at least now. Sometimes it takes it a godly long time. But I mean, if I uploaded more frequently than once every month, once every 2 months, it might be a different story. Whatever, it's all for fun. I'm not gonna be like one of those people that sits there and make fucking Fortnite content just so I can churn out the free money. Then I'm pretty sure I have to do some Adderall to get up there too. Oh no, don't give me that hurt. Going straight cabbage shots there, my dudes. Elgi, I'm gonna need you to perish. My AKCOG build is small on tracks. I think it's still called AK. Next species use small tracks and being able to go 90 kilometers an hour in reverse opens up all kinds of doors. Yeah, it is relatively useful. Ooh. Oh, yeah, lucky I fucked up and was reading chat when I was doing that. I legit could actually kill that ore build though. I mean, if I wasn't already killing 2 other builds at that time. I still believe in my team, they got this shit. Oh yeah! That's right, we have legendary crossbows in this game. I completely forgot we had these things. That's right, they were so uneventful when I first saw them too. I was like, huh. So crossbows, but 2. Neat. I was completely uninterested in them entirely. Just how much do you value mobility in this game? Mobility is a very crucial thing, but I find that mobility can actually work against you in PvP. Since PvP, being the first to the fight and getting all the attention focused on you is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not unless you can either evade damage very well because you're very agile, or you have cloak on you. But if you're not the 2, and if you're a caucus build, very bad idea to be the front and center of attention. Caucuses perform their absolute best when kind of slightly ignored. So it's not the best. Being slightly late to the party generally actually works out in your favor. Because I find even in my hypermobile builds, actually being slightly tardy actually saves me the majority of the time. It's not too bad. You just want to make sure you're not like 40 kilometers an hour slow or 50 kilometers an hour slow. If you're that slow, at that point you can get picked off because you're left behind. So you don't want to be that slow. You want to have mild mobility. Not the best, but mild. Enough to keep up. And to go at a decent speed. Plus I actually find being able just to press W and then focus on steering and direction better really helps out a lot. Since there isn't like a granular control in your speed adjustment, like even if you go 90 kilometers an hour as your max speed, it's very hard to cruise at like a 70 kilometer an hour pace. So when your natural cruising speed is something that is very operable too, is really nice. That's like a big thing people take advantage of. Like me being able to cruise at a nice 70 allows me to turn and face people more effectively. Oh, that's alright. Let those syntheses peak up my damage. Yeah, keep bumping that shit up, my dude. Make me fat. Oh, yeah. Dude's got a weird build. He's like slapping everything he's got on there. Oh, he's even got a little cohort, too. Cute. He really just slapped everything on there. I love it. The thing is, his drone was actually powering me up the entire time. So I was able to keep that 25% damage bonus and just shoot through his armor. Oof. Keep me moving. But true late game in crossout, it's all about that style. If you don't got style, are you even fucking trying? Cool, going for a disarm bomb. Ah. Some bullshit Remy on there. He's gonna lose the cap if he does that. Okay, you can try distracting him. Or you can commit suicide. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the best beginner's cabin? I don't know, hard to say, because what's beginner is kind of vague. But what's a good cabin for people to start off with right off the bat? I mean, I guess for white tier, the Huntsman probably has to be a very, very good option to start off the bat. You could also try to do the WWT1 if you want a little bit more energy and a bit more hauling capacity, but it's not necessary. I mean, Sprinter is great if you want to be like ADD, like, ooh, let me go boom, boom, bing. And you want to die in 2 seconds, by all means, feel free to try that. It's your choice. In terms of blue cabin, you don't really have too many options here. You have the Growl, the Wyvern, and the Truck. And all kind of have their strengths and weaknesses. I mean, Growl, best energy source. I mean, you get 11 energy at 750 power. Super useful in things like PvE and PvP. You can get a lot of damage on there, but not a lot of armor. Jones 2499. I mean, you could try that. Wyvern's a bit nicer and a bit more kind to those who are experimenting, and allows for decent armoring, and allows you for other weapon choices too. So you could try Wyvern as well, especially if you need a little bit more armor to survive in a fight. Now when it comes to special tier, again, similar story. However, Bat really isn't picked as much, since it doesn't really have as good of an advantage over the other cabins. So going for a cabin like a Pilgrim is super useful in the special tier. You can switch over to a Drawbreaker if you really need that serious hauling power, but it's kind of excessive at that power score. So Pilgrim's great there. And the Epic tier, I mean, it just depends what you're building at that point, because Epic has so many unique cabins that offer a variety of build pathways. So it just kind of depends what you need at that point. I should try to see if I can put fuel barrels on this and see if that would change the survivability of this car at all. I think suspicion it might. Ooh. It's bad. I can hear my jaw every time I open it. Sounds like a fucking Rice Krispie treat. Hopefully it's not rotten. And if you want like a nice, cheap, high haul cabin when you're in higher power scores, Humpback can't go wrong with it. Its perk is unanimous with everything, except for drones maybes. So it's really, really excellent. I mean, if you have the battle pass, I mean, you already have access to a high tier cabin with that. So by all means, you could try that one too. I mean, if you can get the Nova on any dudes, it's super, super useful. Popped a bit early in that drone there, my dude. Move. I need space. My god. They're all dead. And the walls there are kind of fucking with the shooting angles too. Beautiful. Exquisite, po. No need to exist on. And apparently is on a killing streak too. Oh, did I just pop a fuel barrel or something? Because that thing fucking plucked. It's like one of those not paperclip structures, but popsicle stick structures where if you pop one, it like explodes. That's kind of what his car was. He had a little linchpin in there and the whole thing just fucking boop, gone. Ah, damn. Keep pushing him. There we go. Keep running. Keep letting him go. Give me that damage resistance. Hell yeah. 30% damage resistance every time you're getting hit. I'll still kill you. Big dick energy, just sitting there, absorbing all of his damage, looking him straight in the face like, accept your fate. You're locked here in my arms. You will die. Intense. Intense. Now, see, at some point, I'm gonna need to try to do like a semi, quote-unquote, serious build with caucuses. And try to see if I can do one with, not ML200s, it'll have to be wheels. But doing something with like Bigfoot's, not a Torero cabin, maybe a cohort, an Aegis. Oh my god, a cohort and an Aegis on a caucus build. Holy shit, I would just end myself. The amount of damage I could absorb on a build like that. I'd just be sitting there cycling between the two. What do I want? 60% damage reduction? Or do I want my opponents that want to end themselves? Here, come on. Visit me in Helm. Two of them wasting them times chasing me. Ah, sweet. Thanks for the damage reduction, my dude. And he got flipped. Oof. Death from above. I am not. I just got the cohort. It's a good. Does the damage reduction go to weapons and parts? I believe it goes to the cabin, but it might go to the whole vehicle. So it should apply to weapons, quote unquote. I don't know. I haven't tested it. And what does it only have 11 power? The Growl has 11 power. Well, the whole thing is that it's a heavy cabin. So heavy cabins have traditionally 2 less power or 1 less power than a medium to light cabin. So they're going to be considerably lighter. Considerably lighter. That's the whole thing with them. Which I understand, I get it, but for a legendary cabin, you would think it would have the energy to go with that, but no. They don't want to deal with that balancing nightmare. So they're like, even though these are epic tier cabins, we'll just call them legendary tier cabins and make them super expensive for absolutely no fucking reason, so go fuck yourselves. I mean, I'm more than certain they're doing it to appease the forum posts that are like, oh, we would like to have epic cabins. Come with me, my troopers. I shall lead you to victory. Oh. Oh, looks like suicide's gonna be the only option here. Yeah, let's take out the front of his car too. I hate rammers. I mean, yeah, I get it, but yeah, for like legendary, you'd think 20. I know. Is it worth using fuel you earn through missions on raids, copper, plastic, and chips? It is, but you have to make sure that you do raids that are actually profitable. I'm not sure why Warhawk committed suicide, but alright. But, the best thing you can do to assure... Let me actually see. I may have a... Do I still have that? Market badges, template for crossout, movement. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I still have this. I still have this, so I can take a look at this real quickly and I can tell you whether or not it's worthwhile on PC. So give me a second. Oh no. Hey, I still got my shit, that's all that matters. Alright. So... I'm gonna need to take a look at all this. So let's see, badges here. Scrap number of lots. This will be reduced down to 1 at a sale price of 420. 4.20. And a badge cost of 65. Alright, same thing with copper. I get 1 lot of 100. 1.78. And then, how much is that? 40. And now copper, we get 1 thing at 125. So wires, 1, 6.60, 125. And I got a stock fuel first. That's what I did. Had 10k in storage at one point. And I'll say I really didn't even do that. I just bought fuel because I was too lazy to do missions. I really didn't give a shit. And from what I understand, it was still profitable either way. So 0.5, because we get half a stack, and then a full stack is worth 28.99, and that is 185. Oh, sorry, not 1.85. Yep, no, 185. There we go. That makes more sense. I was like, there's no way in hell it's that profitable, because that would be abused like hell immediately. So electronics 0.25. Oh, sorry, no. And you'd be 2.5, because you got 2 lots of 10. And we got 3.15, 3.15, a price of 160. Okay, good. And then batteries, we get 20 lots of those. They're selling at 0.6, so the prices have actually gone down considerably. And they're selling at 320 a piece. Gooch. And then Pathfinder's great. So 330. 330 as always. I think I lost 3 grand, which is the same. Yep, Pathfinder's crate is actually considerably better. Yeah, 2.5 at 3.5. It costs 160. Yeah, electronics. Holy shit, that thing got kicked down. Wow. Look at that. The profit from badges for plastic electronics has gone down a lot. These things are usually around... That seems absurdly low. There's no way in hell it's that unprofitable. A 0.07. Wait, what's Wanderer's Crate? 47. 0.0. At 600. Alright, good. Fucking Wanderer's Crate is comparable to plastics. Really. Alright, let me double check to make sure I got that right. So I got half a lot. At 28.99. 28.99. So that would be the sale price. I think those are 185. Yeah, no. Yeah, these all got some pretty crap values. Literally, Pathfinder's Crate is the only thing. Like, buying plastic and electronics right now with your badges, absolutely not worth it whatsoever. Absolutely not worth it whatsoever. That's hilarious. That's bad. Multiply C17 with C3. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Still, the most profitable raid to do right now is electronics raids. So make sure you do electronic raids that are hard. And you'll get about 7 coins per run. I was watching a Russian vid that showed a cohort buff did give resistance, everything on the vehicle. Okay, good. Yeah, so that makes a lot more sense. I would definitely want to have that then with my Aegis Caucus build idea. Because knowing me, oh my god, I would be the absolute biggest cunt with that vehicle. And what's the point of doing, say, medium raids that give copper compared to easy raids that give copper? Do they give more? To my understanding, easier raids and medium raids give less money per reward than harder missions, and to encourage people to challenge themselves. So easy and medium missions are actually, if you price it out, I think the majority of the time, easy and medium missions are actually a loss. Like, if you do the missions, you'll lose more money and fuel than you can possibly earn. So, not a good idea. So you only want to do hard missions. The only medium mission that's worth doing is plastic missions, but I don't have that priced out here. Oh, I do here. Yeah, even plastic missions are still not as profitable as electronics, but still more profitable than copper. And they put something, World and Apollo in there, should be fine. Yeah, pretty much Apollo chords, Torero, fuck it, put it on a humpback, still do a lot of damage. That's all you need. Fuck the rules. Not too bad though. So yeah, right here, if you can see, do electronic raids, and when you're done with that, do plastic raids. And if you're gonna grind for anything right now, make sure that you're grinding for, make sure you're grinding scrap. Scrap is still by far the most profitable. And if you're gonna buy anything with your credits, make sure you buy Pathfinder crate. Pathfinder crate by far is the best use of your money. I mean, wow. Actually, let me take a look here. Let me take a look here. Let me take a look at the Pathfinder crate. Is that unnaturally high for itself recently? Yeah, it's been hovering around the 320 range. Wow. Wow, it's been hovering around the 320 range the entire time. Yeah, so Pathfinder actually has been consistently a high value. Interesting, I shouldn't have closed both of them. Yeah, it was at the Braxton one. But make sure though, if you are gonna do any sort of missions, make sure you at least get your weekly challenges in. So at least do enough to get your weekly challenges, because that alone will make up for the fact that it's not as profitable as scrap. So still do those, but then immediately switch back to scrap as soon as you're done with the weeklies, because the weeklies always pay out more. Always, always, always. And at least get you to do something else too. I was up in Braxton. Oh, I said your name. Why? I'm getting Alzheimer's already. I'm fucking repeating shit. It's not healthy. Give myself to do music in my ears. It's corrupting me. Alright. I expect you all to be on your A game here. The mini Leviathan could only help out so much. George, you whore. We cannot allow this aggression to continue. Useless weapons. Someone ain't a big fan. Oof, Annihilator drones. When you scrap out at like 2800, you do, but unless you are doing clan wars, you're unlikely to hit the weekly scrap limit, because you'd have to be playing the game a religious amount to even get the scrap cap. I mean, I used to be able to hit the scrap cap weekly and the wires, but that requires you to play pretty intensely, like 4 to 5 hours a day, doing nothing but missions. Or if you play clan wars, doing like 10 clan missions and then you're done. Yeah, perfect setup for me right now. Complete ignoring, allowing me to harvest. There we go, just keep charging up my cabin. I'm gonna say, I don't do it very often either, so hitting scrap cap's hard. I used to be able to hit scrap cap all the time because Big Black Scorpion used to reward 120 per mission. Oh, those were the fucking days. Being able to hit that scrap cap in like 2 fucking seconds. Oh, it's amazing. Alright, 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back, sorry. Maybe. I know Gaijin has been doing a lot of things to make the grind in this game way more intense. I mean, it used to be that PvE missions used to be some 2 or 3 minutes long, super easy to do, very digestible for a lot of people, but then they just decided, yep, fuck it, let's make every PvP or PvE mission like 8-9 minutes mandatory, at least, with some missions extending into 15-16 minute territory, which is a long time for a game like this, especially with how boring some of those missions can be, like War for Fire, where you're sitting around guarding a truck for 4 minutes. Like, please, kick me in the dick instead. It is way more fun. Why decide 4 minutes of waiting around for a truck to get fueled? Not fun. And they also kind of nerfed the rewards too. It used to be that you could do Convoy, which would give you 80 copper, which back then was a lot. That was back before copper had its values times 10 for whatever reason. And... oops, sorry. Oh, good. So that was super efficient to do. I mean, it took longer, and it was the longest mission, or longest PvE mission by far. It was like 2 or 3 times longer, but it was more fuel efficient, so I was like, alright, yeah, cool. But then Gaijin nerfed the shit out of that, because it was like, no, you earn too much money per fuel consumption, that's too bad, you can't do that. So they nerfed that for whatever reason. Cool. 3 little rockets. And of course. Just keep going, and of course my caucuses are out. Yeah. And where is the rest of the team? Oh, they've just decided to move in. You guys are way too fucking late to the party. And I go 75 miles an hour. There's no way in hell you guys were unable to make the party. Yeah, copper was much more valuable, but you have to remember, it was also like 10 times less abundant. And it was also used in way smaller numbers. Way smaller numbers. Yeah, they might be able to clean up here. It just depends whether or not they get beamed. Yeah, just make sure you get the lovely drones taking that. I say the pirate dude's not gonna be able to do shit. Alright, as long as they win. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, they got him. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Because the thing is, if you actually probably took a look at it, the rate of coin acquisition per hour spent in game was probably actually lower in Convoy than in other PvE missions. So in all likelihood, it actually probably wasn't that monetarily efficient compared to like other means of making money. But they still nerfed it because on paper it could make the most, when in actuality that was a big fat fucking lie. Because the main metric you should be worried about, if you're worried about like reducing grind and the ability to make money, best thing you got to look at is how much money you make per hour, coins per hour. That's essentially it. And I mean, currently right now, Clan Wars, for time invested, Clan Wars are by far the absolute king. The absolute king. Being able to earn a $36 chunk of rock per mission in Clan Wars is amazing. Get 5 wins in an hour. Look at that. You just made 150 freaking coins. It's amazing how much money you can make in Clan Wars. Now, of course, that's only because a few elite can do it, but if you're in that elite, holy shit. Oh my god. I could see why Tree Burgers was seal clubbing, you know, lower tier ranked clans for free uranium, because you can get some fucking money, dude. Especially if you have the scanner and you get 2 uranium per win. Oh my god. Oh my god. The amount of money you could earn. You basically, a month or 2 of doing Clan Wars will get you more money than what 100 people will make in their entirety of their crossout career. It's so much money. It's ridiculous. It's probably even more pronounced on not clans, consoles. Let's do 1 or 2 of these. Board. It is stupid how much you make of it. I'm not quite sure why it's even like that, but it is what it is. But at the same time, you also deal with the most toxic behavior and the most meta builds that you'll find in this game in Clan Wars. Every team you'll face will be either a dog build with remedies and a blight cabin, or it'll be probably some variation of scorpions, typhoons on hovers with maybe icebox or something else stupid. Always one of those 2. Always with what's another common thing you'll get there? Ooh, what's another common weapon you'll find on that? I don't know. There's a bunch of generic builds. I mean, shit's been beaten to death and it's been the same for years. It only really changes with Leviathan, but even then, it just becomes cricket mode. Yeah. I'm back. Me from the last live. I do ketchup. I do. Cap cans everywhere. Yeah. I mean, you just pay, you know, pay 5,000 for a generic leg build or a typhoon build, and you can do fairly well in Clan Wars. You don't need too much to do well in Clan Wars. Some tsunamis, some hovers, and you're solid. You don't need much more than that. Throw on a hot rod for some extra damage, cap can for survivability, maybe a radar for extra team shenanigans. You're set. Absolutely set. A lot of things you could do. A lot of things you could do. And by a lot of things I mean like 3 things, but all a super easy way to earn a shit ton of money. There's a lot of people. I had a lot of early clan mates who did a lot of that just to get into the scene because they knew it was good money. And like, yeah, I can see that. Tsunamis are relatively cheap too. And pretty high tier. Want to go even cheaper, 88s work just fine, but are less common. What is the point of hovers? Are they just efficient? Well, the big thing with hovers is their agility. So hovers are super agile, allowing you to easily duck, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge. you can avoid everything in those things, which makes them super easy. Super great in, I don't want to say team fights, but they're great in any place where you have to do a crap ton of brawling and sniping. And that's like pretty much all Clan Wars is sniping missions. Plus a lot of builds can't catch them. They're just really fast. Now with a speed limit of 75, it's a bit more reasonable to get them if you're a bit faster, but it's not the hardest. I think it's just also just maybe slightly funner to play with hovers than other means of transport, maybe? I have no idea. I'm not sure quite what the reasonings are for. There we go. Gimme. Although to be fair, their domination does seem to be coming to an end somewhat, since they're not appearing as often in battles, and they're considerably cheaper than usual, but they're still very, very dominant. If it wasn't for the fact they were a little bit expensive, I imagine a lot more people would be using them. A lot more people would be using them. Take him out. There we go. I don't know how to say. I never used hovers myself, so I can't really say as to like what their perks and strengths are. I'm just a dude going around in a slow-ass caucus tank, tanking a crap ton of damage, and somehow dealing some damage to him. For no apparent reason. So bad, it just might work. Rude of you, my dude. Here we go, take off that fucking cloak. There we go. I hate those things so much. Those bots, plus the pyre bots from scavengers that run around the map and never engage, those are the bane of my existence. Those things can make a mission like this take an extra 15 minutes to do. No joke, I've had that happen before, where because I was in a slow-ass tank vehicle, I couldn't catch these pyre bots, so they would just roam around the map and I wouldn't be able to do anything. Because they have like some 90 kilometers an hour, something ridiculous. They're really fast. Yes, unless they fucked up like this. Come on. Yeah, see, something like this would happen. I wouldn't be unable to catch him. Beautiful. And see, my other teammate can't help as well because they don't have as great a vision of the mob. Perish. Sorry, I'm flipping you around. I'm not agile. Yeah. I'm basically the heavy gunner build. Yeah, walking around with a giant ass MG in power armor. Oh wow, that was only the. I thought that was almost the last wave. No, I'm just that ungodly slow. Na 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 na. And we can make ourselves even beefier. We're gonna get an Aegis. We're gonna get the cohort. At some point we need to fuse our caucuses and get reduced mass and just make ourselves ungodly unkillable. I think that would do just marvelously. Yoink, don't need that. What would be the first things you would get when moving into epic tier? Oh god, first thing's probably a gas generator is going to be the biggest item that you're going to be using, because that gives you an extra energy point, 3 extra energy points. Always a great item to get. After that, ooh, let's see. I mean, Quantum's a great way to get up there all the way up to 16 energy, but it's not necessary. What's a good other epic tier cabin? I mean, a Humpback's great all around, plus it allows you to have really nice armor, but it may not be for everybody. Ooh, what else? Hard to say. If you got MGs, I recommend maybe getting a cooler and chiller. Those are always going to be useful. Maybe an epic radar, because those are always going to be useful in clan wars. Let's see, what else? Ooh. I'm trying to think what else would be like mandatory. You need to perish. Oh, you're like in a nice perfect circle where I can't touch you. And of course, cool, thank you. I'm trying to think what else would be good for an epic tier. I mean, in general though, that's like the base things you need to get. Because those utility items, those are going to be items you're going to be using pretty much throughout your entire crossout career. So getting those first is kind of nice and helpful. But that gas gen, definitely going to be something you want first off. Because that you can use pretty much in every build. It's unanimous. What else? I don't know, I don't have a full epic tier list in front of me, so I can't remember entirely. I mean, you could try going for like tracks and wheels after that, but those are not super necessary since blue tiers work just fine, and epic tiers don't really offer that much. Tired of these motherfucking drones on this brother truck and plane. You just need to perish at this point. Take off the heads. Take off the head of the Hydra. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. I need to get to sleep. I'm tired as hell. And I got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, so... I really should have been going to bed 2 hours ago, but I was like, I haven't streamed in a hot second. Everyone needs to know my thoughts about random shit for 700 minutes. But I think we'll have to call it good here. I'm getting really fucking tired, and I gotta wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and it's 2 in the morning right now, so I'm getting a solid 4 hours of sleep right now. So I want to thank you again for all of you who have watched me this evening. If you've had fun, follow whatever platform is your favorite. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we also got Twitter and Discord down below if you want to get notified whenever I go live, as well as just join the community. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. So thank you all again to all those who followed and subscribed tonight, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow, probably not, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah!